Hi everyone, this is Koinzell here. I know it's been some time since my last video, but I wanted to post videos that are a bit more value adding as opposed to like if I cover all the different videos that most folks will have already covered by now, right? Especially the streamers who can do like full-time streaming. Now, for this particular video, what I want to talk about is item power. Understanding item power will help you mainly in your progression, not at the end game, but mainly in your progression, especially at the level 50 plus threshold, where if you have just moved over to the way tier 3, it helps a lot in understanding this item power. So the most important thing you see here in the item power, you see that there's some ranges here. I can't really move the mouse because I need to hover over it to show you guys this item power. But gradually you'll see that the item power, as you grow in item power, the modifiers start to have, or the officers start to have higher ranges that they can roll from. So at the highest tier at 725 plus item power, you have 24.8 to 35.3%. This is something you'll see very commonly. On top of, on your gear with regards to like, especially for vulnerable damage, it's also at this number, 35.3%. Now, this 35.3%, the moment you go into 725, this is the maximum range you can get. But if you're at a 625 to 724 item power range, you only get 70.3 to 24.8. And this is important in terms of you understanding how best to make your character so strong that the progression is extremely easy. So I'm gonna go in game now. Wait, sorry. That's my recording software. I'm gonna go in game now and show you guys. Right now I have a Necro that I started a couple days ago. He's at level 54 right now. So I'm actually at the point where my gear is at 600 plus, just a little shy off of the 725. For example, this is only 4 off from 725, but unfortunately we don't have it, so we can't enjoy the higher values on these two hands. So that's why the range is doubled, right? So 49.5. You divide this by 2, and that's the value that you actually see back over at the screen earlier, at the rows earlier. Now, I wanted to use this ring that I managed to find to do an example of how the item power helps a lot more in your progression. Okay, so let's upgrade this ring here, because this ring right now is at 711 base. When I managed to upgrade it to beyond 725, you'll start to see the modifiers change. And because I'm gonna use it to replace this ring here, it's actually very, very straightforward for me, because it's just a matter of changing the codex imprint. Yeah.
Father bless. Anything
Right, sorry. Let me go to the jeweler. The jeweler is the one that we can upgrade our rings. And let me show this. Okay. So now we are at 716. No change to the range of the modifiers, right? We are just getting an improvement due to the upgrading. Now we are at 726. You see? The maximum range actually increased a lot. It actually went all the way to 709. If you upgrade it to the next one, which is 726, because right now it's 721. This is where we are at. You'll notice that the range increases, right? We were in fact at the max range, but unfortunately once we increase, we actually go drop to the bottom range. No, not the bottom range, but definitely not the max range. If you look at my ring here, my damage to crowd control is almost max. My max life is max. My crit chance is almost max. But once you upgrade to the next tier, you go enter the 725 tier, we actually end up being at the bottom. This is how it works for upgrading, unfortunately. Yep. So you see here now, we actually get lesser life, but the item actually progresses into the 725 plus range. Later unfortunate, but yep, that's how it works. Okay. And if I do a final upgrade, this is what we get. So we actually lose out. Huh. Yeah, we actually lose out. Oh my. Okay. So in this case, we should not have upgraded. I'm serious, we should not have upgraded. Okay, we did increase our crit rate, but our maximum life has actually dropped here. Okay. Crowd damage wise, still okay. Damage to crowd control enemies, I guess. Yeah. But you see here the difference of a 725 item power. And most importantly is to actually get a 725 base through rather than upgrading. Like you see here, upgrading, it works, but it's not that great for the Ephesus per se. But for the what do you call that? For the resistances, it's actually still alright. Because you see the resistances that you have, the cold resist and shell resist, it really has a significant increment over the previous item power range per se. Although this is not even at the 600 plus range, yeah. But essentially, item power is a thing where you should look out for and always target to get a 725 base while you're still leveling. Because right now this is relevant only to level 54, level 50 plus. Once you get your 725, you know, you're pretty much good to go and go try the capstone dungeon. I'm serious, because by then your build should be already working well. Like even my barbarian on my first playthrough, I actually went to do it late, but I had the same build at like level 58. I actually only went to do it at level 64. Could have done it at level 58 for sure. I mean, it's more challenging because, you know, armor has a lesser lesser damage reduction factor. But it's alright. Okay, so yeah, gist of it, 725 item power is the one you want to target. Once you get majority of 725, no matter your level, as long as your level isn't too low, you can actually go challenge the capstone dungeon for your tier 4. But this helps immensely for your leveling in terms of understanding this, whether upgrade is worthwhile going to the 725 range. Okay, so that's all I have for you guys. Thanks for watching. If you like the content of the video, click subscribe for more. Bye.